Hey guys, we're back again tonight after UFC 261. It was a pretty good card overall. You mentioned to me actually that it's the first main card in a while that it felt like every card or every fight was a finish, whether it was a fluke or not. But the main fight we're going to focus on is the main event. We don't have any video of it. We don't know how to edit. We're not trying to get copyrighted. So don't expect that, if anything, just a quick discussion on what happened in the main event. Obviously, if you haven't seen the fight, Kamaru Usman did retain his welterweight title over Jorge Masvidal. And it was definitely not the way people expected. And personally, before I pass it to you, I think that's what made this card so great as well, because I think no fight went the way that it was supposed to. So I think that made it really exciting too.
Yeah, Masvidal said it in the post-fight comments after in the interview with Joe Rogan that he didn't think the fight was going to go this way. So if you haven't seen the fight, it was big strikers, a fight, a real fight. They were on their feet most of the time. Masvidal was throwing kicks, and Usman was really showing his increased striking capabilities and really throwing Masvidal off his game by being a much quicker and more well-rounded and polished fighter. And it's Masvidal was just cocky. He was just a little too cocky with everything he did, and he got caught. And Usman knocked his ass out. Even though Usman gets booed by the crowd, how nice was it to have the crowd?
Yeah, it definitely was. And I think even the saying though, he got caught, I don't even like that. And I'm sure he'll say it too and whatever. But it's like he didn't get caught. He was getting caught the whole fight. Usman was a lot quicker than he thought he would be. And every time Masvidal would drop his hands, Usman would sneak over the top with a right or a check left hook, and it would sneak on Masvidal, and he would shake his head or he would act like it didn't hurt him. And usually when a guy does that, it's because he actually felt it and he's trying to act like he didn't. But I mean, pretty much every time that Usman caught him, Masvidal's chin was wide up in the air. And if it didn't happen on that punch, honestly, it was probably going to happen on another one. Like, it was just a sloppy looking fight on the feet for Masvidal, other than the leg kicks, where like he looked super quick, getting back to his feet. Like, this guy's always training with grapplers. He's good at that. But his hands, like, I almost feel like they're a bit overrated in some regards, because his chin is just wide in the air, and this dude gets cracked pretty often. And tonight, like, first time he got knocked out, I get it, but he can't fight like this again because it's going to keep happening.
And he's never been knocked out before. And I actually didn't know that. Whenever you look back at his record, the guy fought what 54 times now, only getting knocked out once. He probably thought it couldn't happen, but we see it time and time again with a lot of these fighters that once they get to that a little bit older in age, they're late 30s, and he's 36 now. You get knocked out once, and you never really come back to be the same fighter you were before, especially if it's never happened before. So I don't know if we're ever going to see the Jorge Masvidal that we've seen with a confidence like he had when he went up against Ben Askren, for example, to throw that knee right off the beginning. I don't think we're ever going to see that fighter again. I can see he was that fighter tonight, where he had that confidence, where like he was smiling while getting punched in the face. He was loving it. He was chirping back. He was enjoying it. But then he got knocked out, and I think the world has just changed for Jorge.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Like, he's a very different breed, where even they pointed out when he got knocked out, like, you could see him almost fighting to get unknocked out, where like a lot of guys, like, they just, your will gives and they give in. And Masvidal is a guy who, like, I feel like if you were sawing him in half, he would still be in there somehow trying to fight back, kind of thing. But overall, like, it's just a matter of, you can't get hit by these guys in the 170s. They're a lot bigger than they used to be. And I think if a guy like Hazmat Shemaev, if a guy like Leon Edwards, if guys like that are in there and they could crack them consistently over 2, 3 rounds again, I think we'll probably see a similar result to tonight, honestly.
And those are probably the guys that are going to be his next matchups. So it's going to be very interesting to see how long he can hold on to that top three in his division kind of ranking that he's been in for the last year.
Yeah, I think personally, I think he'll probably fight Stephen Thompson again. I think that'll be a good one where I don't think he'll be as worried about getting knocked out, and he'll just be more technical on the feet. But who knows with anything nowadays with UFC, they make whatever fights they obviously feel will generate the most income. But let us know what you guys thought of the fight overall. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to comment on the actual video, and we'll see you soon with some more content.